This is Kingdom Hearts, a magical gaming franchise that has managed to make gamers like myself fall in love over and over again throughout its 20+ year run. So far, I've earned the Platinum trophies in 4 of the 7 titles, and with Kingdom Hearts 4 seemingly still years away, I've decided to finish off the series starting today with Dream Drop Distance. To earn a Platinum that only 1.7% of gamers have earned, I'll need to beat the story, which I'll be doing on Proud Mode, become a mini-games master, and complete every single Link portal in the game. The events of Dream Drop Distance take place between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, with Sora and Riku each taking their Mark of Mastery exam, looking to become true Keyblade masters. Now, admittedly, things do get weird because time travel is introduced, and the Sora and Riku that we play as through the story are actually the younger versions of the two, but hopefully I'll be able to keep things on track. Master Yensid sent the boys back to where their journey first began on the Destiny Islands, with a boss fight against Ursula being used as a tutorial to help us relearn the basics. Has been connected. That is... Mark of Mastery, that was quick. Defeat the Phantom Ursula and begin the Mark of Mastery exam. Let's view the flashback.
Oh boy, Keyblade wielders like me, pal!
It was here where I got my first taste of the dive mode minigame, which essentially serves as the Gummi ship sections of this game, with Sora and Riku falling or diving to the next world with obstacles in their way. Waking in the greatest Kingdom Hearts town of all time, this version of Traverse Town had some interesting new faces residing in it. It turns out that these characters are playing some kind of game where they have timers on their hands, and I feel like that is probably not a great game to be playing. These guys are apparently from another Square Enix game called The World Ends With You that seems kind of interesting, but with an 80-hour time to platinum. Please don't ask me to do that one. Traverse Town essentially serves as one big tutorial world, giving us the rundown on things like flow motion, reality shifts, and dream eaters, which are this game's replacement for the Heartless or Nobodies that we've seen in the past. A cool mechanic in this game is the ability to use these dream eaters as companions, being able to have a party of 3 at a time to help in battle. These things are also super important because each of them has their very own ability link board where I'll find different deck commands and abilities, and in case that didn't make them sound important enough, they're also tied to a frankly obscene amount of trophies in this game, so I'll definitely be showing these little guys some love. Looks like you and Pootie Tang are off to a great start. Hell yeah, we are. With Pootie now in my party, I quickly made my way over to the 3rd district, where I found out that we got double-crossed. Turns out, Sora should probably stop trusting everybody.
I brought you Sora. We had a bargain.
What?
What's the matter, Neku?
I brought you Sora. We had a excuse me?
No way!
You little snitch.
Hey,
you brought me to him?
That wasn't the deal. What? Why am I so sleepy?
Sora? Sora? Sora passing out right here was my first time experiencing DDD's drop system, which essentially boils down to once you run out of time on the drop timer, you're automatically forced to switch to whoever you weren't playing as at that moment. That's definitely something to keep in mind because if you're not paying attention to it, you can get dropped at the worst possible moment, but more to come on that. During this first drop, I was instantly put in the dive to the world with Riku, and I had a near flawless run to the finish. Do I need, does those big stars actually help me? Ace Diver, perform an A-rank dive. Would you look at that on the second one? See, the first one I was like, maybe I'll never get an A rank. The second one, immediately get it, we're cooking. The rest of my time in this world was spent meeting the other NPCs and figuring out the link portals. One of the harder challenges in the game to obtain, I'll need to find and complete every single special portal across the 7 worlds, while also completing the 7 different bonus objectives within them. Oh, and on top of that, I'll need to complete another 11 secret portals once I beat the story's final boss. In an unsurprising twist, Riku also got sold out to the Hooded Man, and we were given the big reveal of young Xehanort being the guy in the black coat. If you're like me and have played the games way out of order, you'd already know who this was since he's been traveling around doing his thing. The cocky also spawned the first boss fight of the game that I'd have to take out with both Sora and Riku, but naturally this wouldn't be a smooth ordeal. I'm not gonna I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna drop, defeat the Hako Monkey. Alright, well I'll have to do this next time because I'm about to drop. It's cool that I saw what the boss was at least, so I kind of know what I'm looking out against, I guess. Figuring I could use some extra backup, I brought a couple more Spirit Dream Eaters to life, adding another trophy before kicking off the fight. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Create a party with 3 spirits. Alright, I mean, that seems pretty helpful. Me versus a giant Grease Beast. Oh my god, where's it at? Send this guy back to his meeting at Grease Beast Anonymous. Why did I move? Oh, what the hell? That's what's gonna be the essence of this playthrough, is can Trav actually not be rat ass at the mechanics inside the game. Lucas, something else I'll be grateful for? When I kill this piece of garbage, stupid big green Play-Doh-looking ass boss, I'll be thankful as hell for that. That's what I'll be thankful for. Come on, Sora! For f***'s sake, I'm literally hitting square to glide so I don't get hit by the stupid ass gloves on this thing's hands. All right, we're raging on the first boss of the game. Has that ever happened to you? If so, consider subscribing to the channel so I can take on the stress and anger of these games for the both of us. In 2026, I'll be completing platinum trophies left and right, like finishing the Kingdom Hearts franchise and fighting for my life inside Resident Evil. If you've been enjoying this video so far, I guarantee you'll love the content that's to come, and I stream these playthroughs on here, and I also upload them on my other channel as Let's Plays if you can't make it to a live stream. So do me a favor, click a couple buttons, and I'll keep raging for the both of us. Oh, we did it! Finally, man. Finally. I'm liking it. I suck. It's fun. I'm just not good, you know? With the monkey defeated, we learned that this Joshua guy is basically God somehow and finished the world with one final trophy. Huh? He's an angel? Father? Lord? Big eye in the sky? Huh? A divided world, complete Traverse Town as both Sora and Riku. Going from a world that shelters the lost to one that harshly judges them, I arrived in La Cité des Cloches, where I immediately ran into the nefarious Judge Frollo, who immediately accused Sora of being a gypsy because of his clothes, which admittedly I thought was pretty funny. Everybody's favorite member of the Goonies was riding on an elephant Dream Eater, which was never going to fly, so I had to save him by using the new flow motion technique of the world. What do I do with these? Oh, okay. Oh, that's neat. Did I just stay on here? Sliding by. Connect 6 or more points with one single faith line. All right. Cool. Knowing that Frollo was on the hunt for gypsies, Quasimodo helped Esmeralda escape the tower, but lost track of her until remembering she gave him a pendant, realizing that it was actually a map that would lead us to their hideout. Right before dropping for the first time in this world, I learned how to rescue my spirits when they get knocked down, which I'd have to do at least 3 times throughout the playthrough to get the lifesaver trophy. The more interesting bit, though, happened after I dropped, where I learned that you can encounter bosses during diving missions. It'd be cool if I could complete one of these without getting hit, but... Oh... Defeat Queen Buzzerfly. What is this? Oh, what is that? Okay, down. Good dodge. Take it out, dude. It's one hit. There we go. I had no idea they had actual boss fights in there. Deft Diver. Completed dive without taking damage. What did I just say? Can't get much better than that. Eventually, we found Esmeralda, but Frollo was right on our ass and took her captive while making threats of a fire, something I was totally not in favor of. Burn the witch! Burn the witch! Oh, now it's gonna be the boss fight where I drop.
Esmeralda!
Ain't that a pain in the ass? Oh my god! I didn't think they would actually show him burning her on a stake. This is a Kingdom Hearts game, and I'm watching somebody get burned alive. What in oblivion is that? It looks like a gargoyle. Defeat Wargoyle. Oh. Would you look at that? I once again dropped at the start of a boss fight and swapped over to Riku where some crazy shit happened. You just push him off the ledge. Oh, or he'll do it for me. Can we just talk about how that guy just killed himself? Can we talk about that? Then we got Ansem and Xehanort just walking over here deep voicing me, trying to seduce me. I'm just a boy, quit trying to get sexy with me. Then we'll strike rate a little bit. Roll. Yeah! Frollo essentially lost his mind and gave in to the darkness in his heart, and I took down the boss, but that wasn't even the craziest part. That happened after I defeated the grounded version of the Wargoyle as Sora. There we go, not bad. Not bad at all. Deck capacity increased, cool. Huh. Wait, how did he die 2 different ways? I watched him fall off the balcony when I was Riku. And definitely die. Quasimodo does all the work and the handsome guy gets the girl. Ain't life a bitch? Yeah, that's your friendo. Dark Intervention. Complete La Cite des Cloches as both Sora and Riku. Let's watch the chronicle. Going from a world of judgment to one of pure illusion, I landed inside the belly of the beast for the first time since Kingdom Hearts 1, and dreaded being there almost as much as I did back then. Yeah, we're in the damn whale. Inside the damn well, as I so eloquently put it, this is where things started to get interesting in this story. If you've played KH1, you know about the role Geppetto, Pinocchio, and Jiminy played throughout the game, but in this version of the world, our old friends have no clue who we are.
But, shucks, have we met?
Several times I've completed all of your journals. They've taken me hundreds of hours. Old Pinocchio ran off again, and much like our first time trying to find the kid, he was last seen with somebody in a black coat. On the way to find him, I activated this world's flow motion, effectively turning Kingdom Hearts into a game of water barrel tag. I'm gonna die because I'm trying to get this barrel. Bubble Burster. Trap 6 or more enemies in Bubble Burst. Cool. I ended up finding the wooden lad, and this time the figure in the dark hood was none other than Riku himself. If you're not a Kingdom Hearts lore whore like myself, then this may seem confusing because this just looks like the Spider-Man meme on the surface. Dark Riku, aka Riku Replica, is basically a clone that was created by the organization in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, which just so happens to be the next platinum I'll be getting on this channel. The boss of this world was a giant lobster that I totally didn't question. Is that a spider? More than once. Is it a crab? It is a crab, okay. By this point, I had really learned some things about the core mechanics of Dream Drop Distance, specifically that balloon and any variation of it is completely broken and should be abused in every single fight. That's so crazy. Are they meant to be this busted? Like, I could literally not get anywhere near this thing and kill it, probably. Flipping around to Sora's side of the world, I was dropped into a theme park, giving me a bit of a break from the belly of the whale. In a surprise to absolutely nobody, Pinocchio ran off again, but this time, trickster dream eaters called Jestabakis decided to have some fun with his disappearance, changing the color of his clothes and pretending to be him to set me up for a fight on more than one occasion. We found the wooden boy in a circus tent hanging out with some nightmares that quickly got put to bed before young Xehanort and Xemnas showed up to say some nonsensical shit and leave through their portal without explaining any of it because that's what the organization does. Taking a brief break from the action, I decided to unwind and bond with my spirit pals, where I was introduced to the balloon minigame. 224. Huh. Balloon Master. Earn a score of 200 or higher in the balloon minigame. Alright. That was so much. I was overstimulated for a minute there. I was looking just like, what's happening in all these balloons? My KH PTSD kicked in when I was forced to go underwater, but thankfully there were no sea witches to upset nature in these caverns. Monstro rolled up like a scene out of Jaws and ate our friends before the lobster popped out of nowhere, trying to incite a kaiju-esque battle on the deep sea floor. Against my personal wishes, the game didn't let me watch the whale die, and I had to fight the lobster again. Oh, what's happening? Oh, it put a crack in the ice. Use reality shift on Monstro. I'm just gonna break it out. You know how insanely powerful Sora has to be for that? Who made this? Who made this boss fight? Oh my god, come on, we're right on you. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Don't stop. Get him. Get him. That's such a weird way to finish a fight. Inhabitants of the Sleeping World. Complete Prankster's Paradise as both Sora and Riku. Things are getting a little weird, aren't they? Knowing how long of a grind Kingdom Hearts games can be, I decided that between live streams, I would work on the tedious stuff that nobody wants to watch. Finding all of the treasures and clearing out some of the link portals in the worlds I'd already visited to make the post-game grind easier for myself led to trophies here and there, like this one I got while clearing out a portal inside of Monstro's gut, where I finished the 7th and final bonus objective in the special portals. Going from a world built on hijinks to one built from code, I landed in the grid with a sense of wonder because this world felt so drastically different from the previous few. Instantly being thrust into the light cycle minigame as Riku was a nice change of pace, but admittedly did throw me off a bit when I didn't fully grasp what I was doing in the game. Dude, if I beat this thing with my health bar as low as it is, I'm gonna be pretty surprised. Ah! Okay, so now it's behind me again? Nope, move. Oh, it hit me, damn it. I turned into a lethal shooter to dispose of the boss on the next attempt before escaping the arena and exploring the rest of the world. Trying to decipher the code spit at me during this world's flow motion was an unexpected learning curve to deal with, but at least the moves did seem to finish off enemies pretty quickly. I don't know if you guys know anything about Tron, but I don't, so meeting these characters really didn't do much for me outside of the game. It turns out Tron is a bad guy now called Rinsler, and pretty clearly the boss that I would have to fight at the end of the world. At one point toward the end of the digital plane, I opened a chest with a recipe for another Dream Eater and figured I should probably stop neglecting my little friends. What's this one? What's the candy goggle? True Trainer. Use every training toy. The story unraveled even more when Xemnas popped in for another chat, hinting to Sora that all of his memories and feelings may not actually be his own, which we know is just him hinting at the 5,000 different hearts connected to Sora's that he didn't know about yet. Defeating Rinsler wasn't that bad because I was able to use one of the flow codes to completely freeze him and finish the fight. Normally, with the boss defeated, I would have dropped back to Riku, but I chose to explore a bit more as Sora, since I'd already had 88% of that world's treasures. That could not have worked out any better for me because not only did I find the ones I was missing, but I also completed the final code break command. Unlock. Super Hacker. Activate all code break commands. Oh, alright, neat. I didn't even hear the trophy pop. I just happened to turn and saw it on my screen. And because I chose to stay in this run with Sora for a bit longer, I had the most lucrative drop of the game so far. 371 points, damn. Droplet magnet. Rack up 300 or more drop points in a single time. Well, son of a bitch. Glad I did that. Immediately back as Riku, I got to exploring when I stumbled back upon the racetrack and took part in one last run where I managed to set a new high score. Super Cyclist, earn a score of 1,000 or higher on the light cycle. Eventually, I did get back on track and ended Riku's side of things by taking out the big Heartless that I initially saw during my first run on the light cycle track. Similar to Rinsler, I was able to short this boss out via flow motion and handle things in pretty short order. Ow. It went into like a defense mode? That was weird, I couldn't do the last hit on it for a sec. Alright, we did. We won. Easy enough. Hates darkness. Comes out of his rectum. Memory and heart complete the grid as both Sora and Riku. I hung around the grid for a little bit longer to finish finding the treasures and some more link portals when I finally maxed out one of the Dream Eater ability boards, signaling that I was probably making some good progress in the commands department. A very brief return to Traverse Town saw me learn a little about the Flick Rush tournaments that would soon be consuming a large chunk of my life before being introduced to a brand new foe simply known as the Spelican, and it turns out this oversized bird has a wild ability. The Hawka Monkey? It summoned another boss? Alright, it's back again. How the hell's it doing? What the hell is that? Oh, it's the Wargoyle. It's gonna summon the other bosses? Well, this seems kind of like bullshit, huh? I don't like this close quarters ass fight that I'm in here. No, I need you to kill it. Damn it. This is gonna be tough. How the hell? If it's gonna summon the bosses that I've fought already, how the fuck am I supposed to live? My balloons that I set out before it spawned in hit it pretty good. I mean, that one was pretty easy. The bird managed to escape through a keyhole, which led me to dropping over to Riku's side of things, and without a doubt, one of the funniest moments in the entire game. Can we fight this pelican, please? There's a big Dream Eater staring at us. Can we fight the pelican? It's twitching. It's so pissed off. Can we fight the thing, please? Guys! It's like, shut the fuck up!
Ready to do this? Yeah.
What the fuck? It's literally standing there like, shut the fuck up right now. I want you to die. Like, I guess I was supposed to do Riku's side of things in this world first, because when I got to the 3rd district, I ended up scaring the Spelican through the portal to the other side, which is obviously where I just fought the Sora, so that was a bit odd, but regardless, before heading to the next world, I got a cutscene featuring none other than everybody's favorite rat, and an old friend making a surprise save. Distinct worlds. Revisit and complete Traverse Town as both Sora and Riku. So there's some, weird stuff happening. Answering Adventure's call again, I landed in the country of Musketeers, and just like in every single Mickey Mouse show ever, Pete is here, and Pete is an asshole. Kidnapping Minnie was terrible as always, but making me deal with these comic strip flow motions was just the worst. Comic King. Activate all of Wonder Comics effects at least once. Okay, it's confusing, but I somehow managed to do that the right way. Taking out one of the more annoying bosses in the game, this giant mole, aptly called Holy Moly, would pop out of every random spot on the ground, wall, or ceiling just to try to get the drop on me. For Sora's half of things, I became a quarter of the newly christened 4 Musketeers before teaming up with my new old friends to take down the Fat Cat for roughly the 937th time in the franchise. Oh! I throw them at Pete. What the hell? That ought to do. Oh, it was up. I was looking around. I was like, where's it at? Okay, there we go. All right, up. There we go. Hit him into the cannon. Why not? Hit the tubby boy into the cannon. Get him stuck in there and move on with our day. All for one and one for all. Complete country of the Musketeers as both Sora and Riku. Yensid's tower called me back to find that our friend Mickey had been absolutely cooking with some magic sauce, so much so that he let the Spelican break through a barrier and nearly take my ass out. Keep in mind that this wasn't the real tower, but the one within Sora's dream, so nobody that could actually help us was there to do so. Mickey was under Big Bird's spell and couldn't move, so somehow we talked with him telepathically and learned we needed something called a sound idea to break it. With that, I set off for what might be one of my least favorite worlds in any Kingdom Hearts game. I don't know if this is a hot take, but the music completely took me out of this entire world for both sides. I couldn't get into the classical music, and at points there was no music playing at all, and it was just so weird compared to usual Kingdom Hearts that I just couldn't vibe with it. I'm sure this was by design because the Spelican was messing with the player and with the world and with Sora, but I didn't like it. On the flip side, I did enjoy kicking Big Bird's ass. I'm gonna drop, dude. I'm about to drop. That's so ass. Oh, come on. 7 seconds. Come on. Don't cuck me. Don't cuck me. Oh my god. I don't know how much time I had left. Oh, I would have been so pissed off if I dropped right there. Oh my god, I would have screamed if I dropped right there, dude. Back as the blue-haired boy, I viewed a similar flashback to what Sora saw, and it just so happened to be the final flashback of the game before quickly running through the world with Riku. That shows 2 different ways. Nostalgic. View all flashback. Oh. Alright. Hell yeah, you will, rat. A sound idea. Complete Symphony of Sorcery as both Sora and Riku. We only got one world left. And that world is the world that never was, aka the true home of Organization 13, but I wasn't landing there just yet. With some downtime between live streams, I flipped the camera off and did some chill grinding that very quickly turned into a busy trophy-popping marathon. From the time I left the Symphony of Sound world up until my descent into the non-existent world, I managed to get trophies like Maestro, Lifesaver, Golden Egg, Happy Campers, both Water Barrel and Candy Goggles Master, Lucky 7 from the weird-ass Flick Rush game, and Champions of the Cathedral for completing every special portal in the world of the Hunchback. Officially back in the swing of things, I landed in the final world for what would end up being an unexpected boss rush that would push me to my limits while learning to master one more flow motion technique. Chain reaction? Sever all chains with a single slash 3 times in a row using Nightmare's End or Mirage Split. Alright. Somehow most of this game's story was explained in this one world. Xehanort's master plan is assembling 13 vessels to be his Seekers of Darkness, to clash with the 7 Guardians of Light, which will then form the Keyblade to unlock Kingdom Hearts. To do that, he had to travel through time, but in Kingdom Hearts you can only time travel if you somehow cast away your body, and there must be another version of you in the time you want to travel to. So basically, when Xehanort first became Ansem in Kingdom Hearts 1, he met his younger self, and brought him and some other folks to the present where they hijacked Sora and Riku's Mark of Mastery exams, and then could turn Sora into the final vessel. Riku found Sora passed out, and that began the absurd boss rush that I mentioned a minute ago, and it mostly didn't go that well. Who's it gonna be? Gonna be Xehanort, Xemnas, and some Tweaker of Darkness. What is that? No. Now, see, that's bullshit. I need you to guard. Shit. Where's my cure? No! God damn it! There's no way. I think the problem is my spirits are so goddamn big that they're blocking half the time when he's going to do the attack. With that thought in mind, I made a change to a couple new little friends, and wouldn't you know it... Oh my god, kill him! Yes! Okay, alright, When he hit me with that, I thought my health was about to get sapped. I thought I was screwed. Next up was Ansem with a similar style fight to the first game where he had multiple stages of hell for me to deal with. Oh my god, what is this? I'm fighting him in a vortex of darkness, bro? What do you mean? Oh, and he's egging me on. Come on, bitch. Hi, Terra. Hi, big guy. Bro, I just cooked his ass. Oh my god. Why was the last fight way more challenging? Yeah, we beat his ass. Like, first go around. Get fucked, buddy. Like, what do you mean? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's inside? He's inside of our dear friend Terra? Oh my god. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, what the how am I blocking one and then blocking and still holding square and somehow getting hit by one behind me that I already blocked? Come on, no time to mess around now. Get him, get him, get him. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Thankfully, our dear friend Terra decided to end the battle, and I flipped back to the spiky-haired boy and went through an emotional roller coaster where Sora saw Naminé again, then met both Roxas and Xion for the first time, which definitely tugged at the heartstrings. Well, there's all of Roxas's memories, so I guess now he'll know who Xion is. Oh my god. He's a sad boy. Why aren't you making me sad? After making it through that sad exchange of memories, I made it to the final save and Moogle Shop. Loyal customer. Make a purchase at every Moogle shop. We'll take it, baby. We'll take it. Since Sora's friends are his power, I use that power to whoop Xemnas' ass with relative ease. Comment. Okay. Good timing. Come on, man. Come on. And let me heal immediately. Nice! Oh... I very briefly just had to lock it in for a couple seconds at the end there. There we go. With another Nort defeated, the truth finally came out. The organization placed a sigil on Sora, so they've been able to track his every move and hijack the Mark of Mastery exam. This was so all 13 members could come together at once, officially turning Sora into the last vessel for the old man. But, you know, the heroes couldn't let that happen.
Oh my god, it's the rat! Hey, pal, let's get the hell out of here! Oh!
As I'm sure you figured out, this isn't my first go-round with young Xehanort, but it's possible that this was the most challenging fight I've had with him, and the frustration got real fast. I don't like the little pause when I do commands. What? Oh, everything's quiet. I don't like this at all. I don't want to mistime it. Shit. Oh, there we go. What the fuck? What? Am I fighting? Like, what is... Who the hell am I supposed to be attacking right now? What the I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Whoa, 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 what the hell was that? You've beaten the hardest bosses in the history of this gaming franchise, and you can't beat this young cuck that you've beat in the past. No, get the out of here. I did all that, and I make one mistake, and I'm dead immediately. Come on, yes! Oh. Come on now! Eat shit Xehanort in the chat. How about that? Gramps talked more about the Keyblade War before Axel swooped in to save the day, preventing Sora from being Norted and allowing us to save the fated battle for another day. The depths of darkness. Darkness. The depths of dumbassness is what I should have said. Complete the world that never was, as both Sora and Riku. Unfortunately, Sora was still sleeping after the organization put him under, so Riku decided to try and utilize the power of waking to go in and save him. What?
What?
Do I have to Buddy, they really snuck one more boss fight in here? They shoved another boss fight in here. This game was made for the Nintendo 3DS. Did it take people months to beat these motherfuckers? How could someone keep track of what these dudes are? They're moving like this. I'm pushing 30. My old ass eyes can barely see this anymore. What is going on? What is going on? Bro, isn't that what they did for the fight where, Is it Kingdom Hearts 3 in the Remind DLC where you have a fight like that? Having defeated Ventus's armor, Riku came to on the Destiny Islands where some familiar faces asked some curious questions. Unbeknownst to me, I needed to give specific answers here of losing something that's important, my close friends, and to recover something important. The reason for that was giving the right answers here combined with collecting all of the golden letters during the end credits scene, which I also failed to do, was the key to unlocking the secret movie, which would be necessary for finishing 100% story completion, which I was blissfully unaware of at this point. With the story beaten, I spent the rest of the time working on this platinum, mostly running from world to world, dropping over and over again to unlock the special portals in each of the places I'd visited. Honestly, this was going pretty well early on. I took care of the portals in the grid first, and during my bouncing around, I dropped for the 100th time between our heroes. Pushing forward, I got the boys to a combined level 100 and finally maxed out one of my spirit's affinity levels before finishing off all of the secret portals in the worlds. These portals are similar to the ones that I'd been finding throughout the game, but these are far more challenging. Every secret portal houses the boss from that world, but they're way stronger than the first time we fought them. But truthfully, by this point I was leveled up enough and knew the game enough, specifically how to spam balloon, so defeating them wasn't that hard. When I circled back to the world that never was, I cleaned up the final special portal, which also happened to give me the final dream piece that I needed to collect. The dream pieces were key because without the difficult to get brilliant fantasies and a few others, I wouldn't be able to create all of the different spirits to complete the collection. So in spite of already finishing the special portals in the world that never was, I'd be circling back repeatedly until I got all of the pieces needed to bring these monsters to life. Over the course of the next couple hours, I finished off the special portals in every world until I returned back to where this story began in Traverse Town. It was there where I realized I somehow hadn't completed the world's flow motion trophy for defeating 5 enemies at once with the slingshot, so I took care of that before putting some TLC into my spirits, which paid off in a huge way. Yep, okay, there we go. Alright, please. That should be it. Is that not it? I had to turn on EXP 0. Oh my god. Oh, I was about to lose it if I did all that and it didn't pop. Oh my good god. Command collector, thank goodness. Obtain all commands. It's a slow road, but we're getting closer to 100% completion. By this point, I finally felt like things were winding down and there was a light at the end of the tunnel, but that was before I went off to take care of the final special portal with Sora. Excuse the hell out of me. Is that Frankenstein Pete? No. Dude, what? Did he just Randy Savage elbow drop me? Oh my god, he did! What the hell is wrong with this lurch? Oh my god! What? What do you mean? Huh? What is this shit? Who designed this? Heal. You need to heal. Oh, I'm gonna die. Stuck in a corner against Lurch. Okay. No! Why didn't I just heal? I thought I had him down at the end and I didn't just heal. I'm so stupid. That was... Coming so close on the first attempt against a ridiculous boss like this was a huge bummer, but at least I took him out on the next try. Please kill him. Oh my god! It just doesn't stop coming. He just comes and he comes and he comes. Oh my god! That gave me the Ultima weapon? What? I already have Unbound, which is stronger, but the magic is better. What? I ended up taking him down with Riku as well before making it to the final portal in the game. I didn't even notice that it wasn't a special portal when I did that. It just didn't register. Champions of all districts. Complete all special portals in Traverse Town as both Sora and Riku. Beautiful. With only a few trophies left, it was finally time for me to fully sink my teeth into the Flick Rush minigame, needing to hit a star rating in every tournament level to hit level 20 and become a true champion of Dream Drop Distance. At first I struggled, but then I learned about the Mega Flare strategy and everything became pretty easy after that. Basically, all you need to do to run through this entire tournament is set up your party with 2 spirits that know Mega Flare and one that has an elixir, stay on the defensive by countering pretty much every time, which would give you Mega Flare, and you can use that to spam and hit all 3 enemies rather than just one at a time. That resulted in way faster wins, and it was a godsend. Getting the 3,000 medals here was simple because it just took me playing through some rounds for it to happen naturally, and after that, it was smooth sailing to level 20. Can't change that time, bitch. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. That's got to be an S rank. I just demolished that team. That's got to be a star. I don't know why I said S. That has to be a star. That has to get me to click Rush 20 and give me the trophy. That has to do it. I just absolutely obliterated that team. That has to give it to me. Gold prize. Level 20. There we go. Star Combatant. Achieve 100% completion in combat. And then Flick Rush Fever. Achieve a rush level of 20. By that one. By that one. Item Collector. Achieve 100% completion in items. And then Recipe Collector. Obtain all recipes. Okay. We're like right on the doorstep now. Right on the doorstep might have been a bit of an overstatement, but I was pretty close. I went back through and got the secret cutscene, which basically revealed that Kairi was going to be the 7th hero of Light in the Great Keyblade War, and figured that was all I needed to finish 100% completion in the story, but I was wrong and didn't know what I'm missing, so I began searching for answers, eventually realizing that I'd forgotten to do something so extremely simple that I couldn't even believe it. Oh my goodness, why was that tied to that? That's something. Nope, even dumber than that.
Let's go.
Are you joking? I didn't use that at all? Record Keeper trophy earned. Dream Drop Distance Master. Obtain all trophies in Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance. My brother in Christ, I can't believe I did every single link with Sora, except for that one. But it somehow gave me the combat trophy, which I should have needed for the... I don't understand. Okay. That's 5 of the 7 Kingdom Hearts Platinum trophies in the books. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I love you. Like and subscribe. See you next time.